Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. Welcome to the second race of our second pod of the Duck Derby 2026. This is our tournament for our ducklings who have just gone through a boot camp and now know how to play and race and are competing. DM Stewart, you're with me in the booth. How you doing?
Doing all right tonight. Hope you are as well.
I am, thank you. Do you want to tell us about the flags that we're going to be racing tonight?
Certainly. It is forced. So it is for forced. That party you see on screen is the party they must run. We've got a few refinements. We've bumped up the enemy and boss stats a little bit. Instead of the usual 70 to 150, it's 70 to 200. We do have Short Topher, Short Temple of Fiends Revisited. We do have an alternate final boss, which is the Sahagan Wagon. It'll be our Sahags, Wiz Sahags, Kraken 1, Kraken 2. No Fiend dungeons are incentivized. Our incentivized locations are Ice, Ordeals, Marsh, Titans, Corneria Locked, Marsh Locked, and Cardia. We do have the Cardia dock on. We have early but not extended open progression. We don't really have any of the other map. We don't have any of the other map edits on. We do have Bahamut's Horde. So as soon as you get Ship and Canal, you can, in theory, go get that Cardia treasure, that Cardia incentive.
That Cardia incentive could be the tail, right? You never know.
That could be the tail. It could be the canoe.
Oh, true.
Other than that, they are guaranteed. They are guaranteed on these flags. They were guaranteed to get one melee and one caster, but beyond that, it could be anything. Two bonus, one malice, and that's -3 to +5 for the equipment. That's pretty much it.
I mean, we got an interesting party here. The Black Mage is a little unfortunate, but also a little fortunate. I'm not entirely sure how to feel about it. You got the improved MP, so you'll get up to 5 charges of every level very quickly. But you've got -4 MP, so you'll never go above 5 charges of any level. Yeah. What do you think about that one?
-4 MP is one of those malices I never take if I can avoid it. I will say that it is unfortunate to be missing out on the White Mage with 15 luck, with +15 luck. It's also unfortunate. It's also very unfortunate to be missing out on the Black Belt with 20 hit percent and 800 gold.
It is pretty exciting to get this red mage. The plus exit is the really exciting thing.
Oh yes.
Having exit really early can save you a bunch of time. There's a lot of places where you can save 20-30 seconds just casting exit. And a couple you can save even more, like Marsh.
Yeah. Especially with double incentives in Marsh.
Oh, so we might have to go twice.
Yeah, we might have to go twice. Once before, once after the key.
Because there's no lockpicking, right?
There is no lockpicking.
So we have to find the key the fair way. Unfortunate. The fighter looks pretty good too. +10 MDef, +10 hit percent. -10 vitality, so won't have quite as much more HP than everyone else, but should still be okay.
Won't be quite as beefy, but still pretty beefy.
Thief has extra luck, that's nice. No pro ring. Yeah, we are. Let's check out our magic here.
Invis 2 and Fog 2.
Don't mind that.
Nope.
Lit 2, Lock 2.
Lock 2. We also happen to see that the crown is in Gaia.
So we won't be seeing that for a while, probably, unless this is another really early floater seed.
The unfortunate thing is that both the Invis 2 and Fog 2 are not Red Mage learnable.
Oh. We got some decent weapons.
Fog 2 will be post-promo.
Hopefully we'll find White Shirt or something to get that.
Yeah, decent weapons. That falchion +5, don't sleep on that.
That'll get them through quite a while.
And Retro Indie Josh and Theanar are already winners for putting googly eyes on Temple of Fiends.
We do love the googly-eyed Temple of Fiends. Let's see how this Garland fight goes. We do get to cast 2 Lit 2s, so hopefully it won't be bad.
Ouch.
Yeah, Mulhound, it looks like, took maybe an Imp pack to get to level 2 or something. Has a little more HP.
Yeah, level 3. Yeah, up to level 3.
Not a bad call if you run into it.
And it's a ship. And it's an adamant.
Not bad. As Saba finds a gold -2 bracelet checking one of the chests in Topher.
That's really not a bad find.
Yeah, not much else, but you don't mind that at all, and it doesn't look like it's going to take too much time. Theanar looks like bounced out. Gonna check the chest, see what's there. Mulhound already on the way to Provoca.
Theanar did not get the... Mulhound, why not use the ship?
That is a very good question. I didn't even think of that.
You got the ship. Meanwhile, Zabo gets the ship and adamant. Retro Indie Josh starts to walk over to Provoca and then realizes, wait a minute, I have a boat.
Pirates down for Mulhound. Let's see what they give us. The herb. Okay, we can turn that in with our ship that hopefully we remember.
And no shop item yet.
Yeah, nothing to speak of there, just heals and pures. We do get some more magic and another hint. We didn't talk for the hint.
Harm 4, which is less useful with the red mage. Floater. Oh,
Floater is on Marsh.
Floater is in one of our Marsh incentives. Nuke. Level 2 nuke.
Temperate level 2. Okay. We should be okay then. Oh my goodness, Theanar having so much trouble with this Garland, but gets through.
And gets a ship and an adamant.
Now, knowing about that floater, are you still going to go and turn in the herb or maybe the adamant first, or are you just going directly to Marsh?
I am still going to turn in the herb and the adamant. One of them could be key. And just because it said that the floater is in Marsh doesn't mean it's not in Marsh locked.
That's true, because they're on the same floor, so the hints would look identical.
They're on the same floor. Oh, it is not XP per item, Thavion. Thank you for bringing that up. It is plus 25% XP per orb.
So if our players do want to take a grind, there is some value to waiting until after taking out Lich, maybe carry, to do so. But that's up to them. You can take it without doing so.
Yes. Mulhound looks like heading over to turn in that adamant. And Retro Indie Josh heading down to turn in that herb.
Adamant comes with a couple treasure chests, but...
That's 6k XP and a silver shield plus 5.
Not bad for 2 quick checks.
And a canal. French vanilla canal.
Would you just go to Cardia now?
No. No, I wouldn't go to Cardia now. Not with herb turn in. Not with herb to turn in unless I had the canoe.
That's fair. I would think about it a little. I think you're right, but I might do it before.
I would think about it and then discard the idea because I don't have the canoe. That's a rod from the herb.
Would you do it before Marsh, though?
Not if I didn't get a canoe.
That's interesting. I might check it before Marsh because it could be the key.
It could be the key, but it also might not be the key.
Statistically, it's probably not the key. That is
Yes,
fair.
statistically, it's probably not the key. Okay, Retro Indie, use your free steps. He does find a ribbon, though.
Does find a ribbon, and we did see Life 2 available, White Mage castable. I didn't see if it was level 3 or level 4, but that's exciting either way.
It could just as easily be key in Marsh.
That's true. We'll see what it is, assuming we get through these red hydras. We're choosing to fight them because they give a lot of XP and we have nuke. That makes sense.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, of course. Retro Indie picking up a little bit of XP here. It is the key in March. Okay, so going to March first is rewarded. You can pick up that floater right away. You still won't be able to turn in the floater for the airship until you get the canoe. Not a whole lot of places the canoe could be, although there are a couple. Maybe now you check Cardia? I don't know. I'm just really excited about being able to check Cardia early. It does take a little bit of time, but there aren't really encounters, and Mulhound picks up that almost free chest on the way down and gets some experience out of it. I like that. That's one that I've started routing in. I don't know if it's worth it, but it paid off here. We got almost everybody in Marsh now. Thayanar's still out on the water, but we're sort of collecting the same set of items for everybody. Let's see, we're going to get just some trolls in front of our second incentive in Marsh. Oh, damage poison on the gargoyles. Oh no. Yeah, that's good for a reset for Zabo. But they do have exit. That's very nice. And we'll see where Retro Indie Josh heads next. Probably a bit ahead here, although it doesn't have the rod. Oh, welcome
Sorry, I'm
back.
back.
Welcome
I
back.
just got a phone call.
No, it's all good. Yes. We'd seen the hint for that.
So it was key in Marsh to Marsh locked floater.
Yes. Yes, you missed that, of course. It was key to Marsh locked floater. We still don't have the canoe, but apparently it is in Bahamut's cave. So we had to do both of them either way. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Thank you to the hint giver in Melmond, where Thayanar actually went before going to Marsh.
Oh, that could potentially. Although I would still rather do. Actually, knowing that, I'm waiting to turn in my floater. If I get that hint first, I'm waiting to turn in my floater.
Waiting for what?
To do Cardia and Ordeals.
Oh, well, you have to wait because you can't turn in the floater without canoe.
Oh yeah, you can't turn in the floater without the canoe because we don't have Luffy docks on.
Mulhound forgetting. Oh, Mulhound is not forgetting exit. Mulhound's red mage is dead. Okay, that's unfortunate, but better to walk out than start over.
That's an interesting point that Thavion, our restreamer and tracker, brings up in chat. Thayanar wants the XP from downing. Wants the XP bonus from downing Lich.
Thavion will have to come back with
Thayanar.
the ruby.
Thayanar will.
Yeah, but we'll have the airship to do so.
Yeah,
if they want to, so it's not so bad.
It's not as bad.
I have just been.
It's not as bad when you come back with the airboat.
Oh, is it airboat today?
It's not airboat, but I do refer to the airship as an airboat.
Ah, I see. It is sort of a boat in the air. It's just not a boat in the air that can also land in water on this seed, but
Right.
it is sometimes. Oh, those trolls actually had glance, so we didn't see that the first couple times.
Oof. And Zabo gets that floater. That might have been what killed Mulhound's Red Mage.
Might well have been.
But Zabo uses that exit, gets out of there, manips a couple encounters. You'll love to see it.
It's an important skill. We got Cure 4 at level 5. Looks like it's not red castable. Ice 3 at level 5 but you have Nuke, so you're not going to bother with that, I don't think.
Yeah, you have new. Well, with five max, you might.
Maybe. Level 5's such a pain to menu too, though.
It's a pain to menu to, but running out of charges is worse. I'd rather take a little bit of time in menuing than run out of charges and not be able to do anything.
That's fair. With 2 Nuke casters, I'm not personally worried, but I see it. I understand.
Well, with Temper
Nope.
also at the same level as Nuke.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Ribbon in the Asher Trunk.
That's nice. Nobody going to Cardia.
So here's the thing. We found both of our non-incentive ribbons.
That's going to be real nice.
So potentially we're gonna come out of here with 3 ribbons.
We just saw the loot for sale at Crescent Lake, 15k gold, so might not pick it up right away, but important to know that it's there.
Might not pick it up right away, but probably won't wait too long to pick it up. Crystal is our sage's item.
Crystal at Sages. I'm just shocked that with our hints, we know that the canoe is at Bahamut, and even if you're thinking, that's weird, canoe at Bahamut, you need that canoe to get the airship. So that means Bahamut Dock must be on, even if you've forgotten.
Yes.
But that's kind of a tricky read to make in the middle of a seed if you've forgotten, I guess. But I'm surprised everybody did.
Oh, here's the other one. It's possible that our runners didn't notice that it's orbs, not XP. It's possible that some of our runners didn't notice that it's orbs, not XP.
Not items, you mean?
And Fabian also makes the point that you want to run out the options for tail as well.
Oh, I see. I disagree. I want the airship. I want to be in the air. It just makes everything so much faster. That is a reason. That is fair.
I can see running out the options and getting tail, because you're always going to go up there and do. You're always going to go up there to do those two together. It's the TNT, which means we're probably going to see the TNT get turned in.
Yeah, we'll see the TNT turn in, depending on how our players feel about gear. Maybe they'll open the Dwarf Lock boxes as well while they're there.
I do think Thanar is absolutely going for is absolutely looking to get the XP bumps. That's and Mulhound as well, because that's the only reason that you would go in and do Lich.
It's not an unreasonable thing to do. I think it might be faster to take the airship there, even after going down to the Cardias.
I don't disagree with you on that. But I can see running out all the options to try and get the tail before going to Cardia.
That's fair.
Crystal becomes the cube.
Crystal becomes the cube. We'll need that eventually. Oh, and Saba looks like didn't pick up those chests, so maybe hasn't turned in the adamant either? Getting to both of these in one step is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all. It's always nice to do 2 for 1.
Speed bump taken care of for Theanar. That's our first orb, actually. Very nice.
Very nice. That's a slap. Oh, Zabo making the big brain play.
Of picking up the slab?
No, of waiting to turn the adamant in and not getting distracted by all of those outer chests and getting the slab before leaving the inner sea.
I do like that. You should be cast an exit here, though.
Might be walking out to think through what's my next play.
Maybe. This is a point that now a lot of things are open. Because that also just opened up the canal.
Because that opens a lot of stuff up for Zabo. Here's what I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see Zabo do a slab translate, a hint check, and go straight to Cardia.
That is certainly what I would do. Might as well come here. It's roughly speaking on the way. You can check your magic. Everyone else has done Lich first.
Yeah.
Or is doing Lich first.
You can translate the slab, find out that we're... Oh, check that hint giver, Zabo.
Well, it looks like we're making the... Oh, no? Certain what we're doing.
Hasn't turned in the herb. Hasn't yet turned in the herb. Oh, no, has turned in the herb.
Yeah, I thought the herb was turned in. Yeah, Mulhound gets the canoe.
Oh, yeah, because herb becomes rod.
We'll see if there's anything else good in... We're equipping the heal... Oh, wow. Oh, because we have equipped Gauntlet and Helm on the Red Mage, so sure, why not?
Mulhound picks up that canoe.
And exits out. Exits out, yes.
And goes straight over to Ordeals.
I think that's great. It is a density play, and critically, coming back here in the airship is actually awful. Much more annoying.
It's awful.
If the encounter table is all right, it's not too bad. But if you're right here on the water, you should just do it.
Zabo making the play at Earth as well. I don't mind it because it's proximity, and you're gonna have to get the orb anyway. But I don't like not. I don't like not going and getting that canoe.
I mean, you got to do Earth anyway. It's not unreasonable. It's not the path that I would take, but it's fine. You're not like doing something you don't need to do if you got the floater or anything like that. Thanar finally in Marsh. Did everything else first.
Mm-hmm. Which...
Well, not everything else. Didn't go and get the canoe, I suppose, but almost everything else.
Which, to be fair,
that's going to be nice.
Which, to be fair, that is probably what I would do. Try everything else to try and get that key before finding out that key is in marsh.
That's fair. I probably would have tried a bunch of things too. Doing Lich a little surprising, but if you came over all the way, sure, might as well. Where's Josh headed?
Cardia locked.
Oh, maybe hasn't picked up Cardio Locked yet. Yeah.
Or Cardia locked. Corneria locked.
Thanar gets that key. Mulhound is through the maze and ordeals.
It's a little bit of an unpleasant encounter to see.
Yeah, I got through it okay.
Ice armor's nice, though.
Don't mind the ice armor. Mulhound is checking all these chests, getting rewarded with some XP.
In a pack that's
Thanar's
way
got
too
the
many
floater.
mummies to be all that useful.
Yeah, you want there to be a lot of whiz mummies, and then the experience is good.
Yeah, you want more mommies than mummies.
Honestly, that still wasn't as bad as I expected it to be, with just the one orb. Who rolled this seed? Yes, this is a rack seed.
That's a ruby. Which...
Forget, is Titans incentivized?
Yes, Titans is incentivized.
So we did need that, or at least we plausibly needed that.
We potentially need that, depending on what's in Titans.
Looks like we're going to see an airship very shortly. For Mulhound, well, we've got Zabo and Earth. Thanar headed, looks like, to Crescent Lake. And Josh turned in the TNT and is cleaning up all the inner sea stuff. Mulhound in the air, 23 minutes, 10 seconds.
That's a solid play.
It is, buying the loot, picking up some tents. Picking up, gold bracelet -2. You know, if you don't have any other armor for somebody, that's not unreasonable.
Oh, not for the red mage.
Oh, that's true. No bracelet for the red mage.
Fast at 6. Oof.
Well, the good news is with our blessing and cursing, we do get 5 fast charges at least.
Mulhound picks up that crystal. Retro Indie Josh heading up towards Cardia. Probably not realizing that the faster way is to go to Elfland and go down.
Yeah, that was a little surprising, but
Mulhound into Volcano.
Yeah, Volcano versus going and checking out some other incentives is an interesting play, but with the experience bonus per orb, I do think this is reasonable.
And all those chests there in Armory. I'm still looking for a second. I'm looking for a second weapon. I'm looking
in some sense, you're looking for a first weapon, right?
Well, we know that first weapon will be an incentive because we know the Maz is incentivized.
I can see picking up low effort chests. I would not take this tile to check this one box. I wouldn't do that. But this is a lot of boxes in one place.
Yeah, I would be checking stuff on the way.
Yeah. Exit out, use the house.
I would be checking stuff on the way. I don't necessarily dislike checking that chest there. We do have a Sun Sword Fabian, but it's, I believe, -3.
It's minus something.
It's minus something. It's -2 or -3. I would like to see an X-Cal or a Katana or...
The opal bracelet
something.
that we did pick up is also a thing that I would like to see. I agree, there's not too much more to get out of chests. We've got reasonable armor. We've got the 2 ribbons that aren't incentivized. I would just be doing things that are fast.
Yeah, I would be doing things that are fast, that are not out of the way. Like Mulhound is doing.
Yeah, that one box takes 0 steps on the encounter table. It's hard to be too mad about that one.
And that one's 1 step on the encounter table. Hard to be mad about that.
Like, even if I might not bother with them, it's not like they're inefficient. Like, they're perfectly reasonable to take.
Yeah. Yeah, those are perfectly reasonable chests to take.
Let's see, we're about to have Carrie here. Retro Indie Josh hopefully will be through ordeals soon.
Retro Indie Josh probably checking his notes.
And Feanar is not going to ordeals. Feanar's like, nope, I want in the air now.
I don't like that. I don't like that play. You're there, you have the canoe. You're there, you have the canoe. It's so much worse to try and get there with the airship.
Yeah, I preferentially would have done that. This does at least let you go do other things quickly, and maybe it turns out you don't need the ruby. But there aren't that many incentives you wouldn't need. It would just be the masa, right?
Ribbon.
Oh, that's true. You do already have 2 ribbons.
It would just be the ribbon. Because I
That's a
don't have an endgame
sword.
sword. I haven't seen an endgame sword yet.
I agree that it's missing from the kit. You could be hoping to fade ordeals on that grounds, but I don't think you have enough of the key items you need to be making that fade, personally.
No, you really don't. And Mulhound's seeing that loot. Oh wait, Mulhound's already bought the loot.
Yep, just picking up some extra potions, I think.
Mulhound at plus 50% XP in gold.
Overshooting a little bit, but gonna check Sarda.
Gonna check Sarda, gonna check Titans.
Josh has the ruby, so we'll be in the air shortly.
That's a bottle. We know that bottle turns into the crown.
Oh, Mulhound doesn't have the TNT into slab yet. Where was that? Is that Canaria locked?
Yes, that was Canaria locked.
Okay. So we'll get there in the air. That's perfectly fine.
Masa -1.
It'll do.
It'll do.
I would love something else, but it'll do.
I would love to have a. I still want something good for the ninja to swing.
Josh in the air just before the half-hour mark. Mulhound going to take care of that, and we're going to get our... the bottle turn-in we know is the crown. Thanor's the first one to have it, though, so we might get our first look at the crown turn.
Yeah, about the only turn-in that we're not... About the only turn-in we don't care about, or the only key item we don't really care about at this point. Oh yeah, Sun was -3.
Oof.
That ain't gonna be enough.
I guess the tail could be a dud if you decide you don't care about promoting, and if you don't have
the ribbon. Crown is the ribbon.
Crown is the ribbon. Well, I mean, you're gonna take it. You're not gonna just reset out of the ribbon. Ribbon's great.
Yeah. Even if you've already gotten both of the other ones, you're still gonna take that ribbon. It is, in fact, still a ribbon.
Mohound heading to ice.
That's a solid play.
Yeah, you probably got to check it eventually.
Well, we know we're going to have to check it because we've seen the masa and the we've seen the masa and the ribbon.
So the tail is the only one that you could skip. Everything else.
The tail is the only one you could, in theory, skip.
Yeah. Been seeing a lot of folks, like Josh did there, go diagonally down and left in carry floor. I actually did it by mistake the other day too.
It's a lot more steps.
It's a lot more encounter table steps. Maybe not a lot more, but it's enough more that you care.
It's a lot more encounter table steps. It's a lot more than going straight across and coming down in the lava tiles.
Yeah, it's probably like
this was a scary. This was a scary one. That would have been a scary encounter on Thursday.
Which one?
The iMage pack.
Oh yeah, they were real bad last seed. It didn't look like they had anything this time, last time. Mulhound's still opening a bunch of boxes. Must feel.
Mulhound's Mulhound's doing exactly what I said. He's looking for. He's looking for something for that ninja to swing.
You know what else we don't have? We don't have a ruse stick or a white shirt or access to that Inv 2. Okay, yeah. That's pretty fair.
Yeah, we also don't have Invis 2. We don't have ruse.
We got a second orb for Josh. That might have been the white shirt right there. If I read that quick pop-up correctly from Mulhound.
Yep, it is. And a black shirt right next to it.
The black shirt we might just equip.
Yeah, the black shirt will equip once we promote.
Ooh, 4 chimeras. This is... Yeah. Probably safer.
If you don't have the spell charges, that's a tail.
So you could skip ice, technically. You're not going to reset out of the tail. You're going to go promote and be happy about being able to get some spells on your melee unit.
Knight. Especially
we don't have much gear that cares about it yet.
Especially that Life 2.
That's true. If the Life 2 is Knight learnable, which I think it has to be.
If it's Red Mage learnable, it's Knight learnable.
Then yeah, that's actually pretty great. And we get to do the promotion before we go to Lefane. Okay. All right. This is looking good. Josh gonna get our item behind the ruby. Thanar thinking for a second.
We're gonna get our Maza -1.
Sure beats a sun -3. Interesting. Josh puts it on the thief and leaves the sun -3 in place. Oh.
Probably gonna switch it over after promotion.
Makes sense. Faye and I are about to head to Lefane, so we'll see if that is Chime or Oxiel, since I believe it has to be one of those.
It is Oxiel.
So Waterfall has to be Chime then?
Yes. I believe Waterfall has to be Chime.
Alright, Mulhound promotes. Gonna move equipment around a little bit. Thinking about putting that bracelet on the Red Mage. Must have changed the party order, because the bracelet did go on the Red Mage. That must not be the Red Mage. Josh about to pick up the final ribbon. Sabo on the way down to carry. And I don't think we're seeing anything new in the black magic. We don't really care about anything at 7 or 8, I think, which is nice.
Yeah, we really don't.
Mulhound probably headed now to turn in the bottle and slab. Knows the bottle is crowned, so we'll probably do these at the same time.
Yep.
Will be nice to be able to get that magic at the same time. Josh and ice? Yeah, I probably underrated the ice play when I was thinking about how you might route this.
Yeah.
You have exit. It's not too bad.
So many people do. Ooh, we got blue stake.
Oh.
Xehanort finds the blue stake.
Is that early in the table? Was there a reset first? We'll see. It's a lot of HP, but that is what they do.
But blue stake does tend to have a lot of HP.
A lot of HP.
Sadly,
but a lot of experience.
According to Tavion, sadly, no, not early. It's a full run back from Lefane.
Probably not going to be spending the time on that, though. Though might as well take the blue stake and then the stake and wings while you're here.
Well, yeah. That's definitely worth taking. Thanar going to turn that bottle in.
Checking the Gaia magic. Mostly just going to tell you what you don't get to cast. I'm guessing warp is here? Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a real nice. That would have been real nice to have earlier.
Fast is not red learnable. Josh almost done with ice. Sabo doing the same down left thing in Volcano, unfortunately. Looks like might get away with it. Oh, nope. Could have avoided that encounter. Does get away safely, though. Should be fine to face carry. Thanar still checking chests in Volcano, which does make some sense.
I'd probably check that one because he was already checking that spike tile.
That's true. You definitely check that one. Josh deciding to fight these chimeras. We'll see how that goes. We're losing the thief. We're losing the black. Oh no. They're throwing a nuke there, but the fighter's soaking the damage okay, so hopefully we get through. Carry took down the red mage for Sabo. So we got some difficult combats here.
Ooh.
Ooh. Alright, down to one Chimera. This should be okay.
I do like trying to take that. It's a lot of XP.
It is a lot of XP, but we're definitely not going to use this as a grind tile. It looks like they just have too much health. Sabo gets a second orb. Josh has the tail and can now exit out. And Mulhound in... Oh, blizzards on Mudgulls. That's not great. Probably won't take that encounter next time. But this should give us the chime, and then all Mulhound will have to do is 2 Fiend dungeons, and that's it.
Yeah. And it's short Topher. Thanar putting the rune +1 on the red mage just in case.
If you're in the menu already, I think it's nice to have a weapon equipped on your characters, especially if it might actually do some damage.
And there's a chime. There's a chime from the waterfall. I don't dislike checking these waterfall chests. Oh, really?
You know, it's probably still better than the Dragon Plus 2. I think it's fine. I'm not excited about it, but it's fine.
Why do all the good swords roll down in this seed? In the seed where they're relevant.
Well, you know, you got Nuke at level 2, you got some pretty reasonable Blursings. There's got to be something a little spicy. I don't know if it's because Rax, I didn't like reach into the seed, I just pushed the button that randomized its seed. I do like Mulhound taking this Gershark encounter, especially with a couple orbs. This is going to be a lot of XP.
Gersharks are good XP.
They
I
are
also
taking
like
the rock
noping out of the Naga.
Yeah, just one Naga is not enough. One Gurnaga, I will go like swing, swing, run, run or something. The XP is pretty good on that.
But a regular blue Naga, no.
Nah, not worth it.
Decent step routing here from Mulhound. They are finding a
in the
row ring.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's not bad.
In the Agama room.
We didn't see anybody else check that, I don't think.
I did see he checked the Agama tile early, and it was rock goals.
They are checking this one chest with 2 tiles in front of it. That's interesting.
Well, but one of them we know is rock goals, which are very juicy for XP.
That's true, and it looks like we got plenty of nuke charges still, so no reason not to do that.
When you know it's a fight that's going to get you a good amount of XP, it's not unreasonable to take it.
No. Saba gets through those chimeras much more easily, picks up the tail in ice.
And then saves nuke charges the second time around.
Want to make sure that we're safe for carry. Makes sense to me.
Want to make sure we can actually take out Kelly.
Mulhound taking this Sea Troll Lobster encounter, which isn't awful, but we're throwing lit 2s. That feels a little slow.
I mean, I get we want to save nukes for Kraken, but maybe we do that by just not taking the party platter.
Yeah, the XP isn't bad. So, you know, it's fine, but always trying to go as fast as you can. Kelly seems okay so far for Thanar. Zabo picks up the Oxiel, and oh, Josh is in Waterfall. About to have every incentive item, so pretty close behind Mulhound, actually.
Yeah, not that far behind.
Dungeoners away.
And I fully support taking gas days.
It's the, like, best non-war mech monster in the game on XP, I think?
I believe so. It's the best monster that doesn't draw off the boss pool.
Yeah.
Thanar going to head into ice.
Get that tail, get caught up. Mulhound's over level 17, 18. That's okay for Kraken 2, but Kraken 1, sorry, but with the scaling up a little, it's a little scary. Tempers, but no fast. Do we not have a fast charge yet? We might not have a fast charge yet.
I don't think you do at this level.
Yeah, I'm not sure with improved MP, but if we're not casting it, we probably don't have it.
And thank you, Sylvia S7, for the subscription, for the 32-month subscription.
Yeah, it's a lot of support for RPG Limit Break. Very awesome.
RPG Limit Break is a very good organization that does a lot of good work. As I recall, their main marathon supports supports NAMI that works with mental illness.
I think that's right. Yeah. Mulhound leaving with the water orb lit as Josh enters to go light that orb, and Mulhound is immediately headed over to Sky.
And I will also say, if you have been enjoying this, you're welcome to. You should join the Discord. We've got a lot of friendly people there. A lot of folks who will help people out, help you learn how to run this game, help you learn how to beat people
At the game.
At the game, yeah.
My audio parser was just like, wait, what? Yeah, Sabo didn't take the fast way to ordeals. Well, the less slow way, I guess. That's one that you just have to get back in your head. I know that when I played the game vanilla, I always went to that spot because it was the one that I'm pretty sure was in the guide. But it is in fact the worst of the options.
I'm pretty sure the one that was in the guide was the actual correct one.
Oh, well, maybe it's the one that someone told me about at school or something. I don't know.
But it's been years since I actually had a copy of the guide.
Mulhound skipping everything on Sky 2, which I think is appropriate. Gonna take the 4-pack on Sky 3 right by the stairs. Does get a pro ring. I'm probably equip that pro ring on somebody, even just for the armor class. We got Josh about to pull up to Kraken. We'll see how that goes. Heal up quick. Oh, we're already healed up. Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
We are on temper. We do have fast slot. Josh isn't that much higher level. We do actually have 5 fast slots already. So the improved MP does give that, but if you're not remembering that, you might not think, oh, I totally have fast.
Yeah, you might not think about having it.
Josh using Cure 4 to cure the sleep on the fighter. I love it.
Oh, that's a beautiful play. Oof. Critical hit for 41 damage.
Ooh.
From the katana. Kraken 1 down.
Kraken 1 down. And then we got Tia 1 for Mulhound. And that's where Josh is going to head next. 3 hits even through those evasion stacks. That's a little scary, but the damage wasn't too bad. And Tiamat down.
And that's an error orb lit for Mulhound.
Ruby for Sabo, and Theanar, I assume just class changed, lifting off from Bahamut. Oh no, no tail. Maybe going there for the first. No, that was where Canoe was. Huh, I don't know.
No, he's got a tail. Thanar's got the tail.
Oh, it just popped up. Okay.
Because that is definitely a ninja.
That sure is a ninja. A Mulhound about to enter Toph. Remind me, what kind of Toph do we have?
Short.
Oh.
Enters the past at 5135. There's a defense sword +1.
Oh, that's huge.
That is our ruse item. Oh, no, you put that on the... You put that defense sword on the ninja. And max out
go
evade
either
specs.
way.
And max out evade specs on that ninja.
If you're going to put it on the knight, it should be in the first slot.
That means 50% of swings are basically ineffective.
Yeah, I think I would only put it on the knight if I were heading into chaos and wanted to make sure that my main damage dealer was standing. But I can see it as long as you have it somewhere. Oh, the knight has life magic, actually.
Oh, yes, knight has life magic.
It's still an argument, but I think it's much more defensible with that.
No, with life magic, you put it on the knight. You put it on the life caster.
Carry 2 down.
That's a Kelly 2.
I like that Mulhound's in here at level 20. Took a few fights, made sure to get some reasonable amount of levels, but not going for a grind when you probably don't need one. Just going ahead and trying to take this down. Although I'm really surprised not by using fast there again.
Again, might be forgetting that he has fast charges.
Yeah, and we're low on those temper charge. Oh, well, we have life 2. And
we
Kraken 2 did
on the
find and kill the life caster.
Kraken 2 doing Kraken 2 things. Kill the life caster.
There's that fast. Okay, we definitely have it. Hopefully that's a jog to the memory.
We're waiting to make sure that the knight is up before using it.
We're not... Okay, well, Kraken 2's down, that's fine. Hopefully we'll use it for Tia and Chaos. We got Theanar in C now.
Yeah.
And Tia 2.
We get each shield -3, and I would probably actually put that on the knight.
No, that was temper again.
Ooh. We may need to ask Mulhound about the use of fast.
There's a fast. It might just be... Sometimes you get like a block in your head and you just forget about something. Like maybe that's what happened here. Hopefully we'll
you just miss menu.
Oh, the Ice 3 could have been a miss menu. That's true.
Because it's at level 5. And if you hit A before you hit... Oh, thank you, Retro Indie Josh. But God.
Oh, we're taking it. We're taking the war mech. That T-Man has a lot of HP. Taking some big hits, still up. I don't know about Lit 2, I would almost just wait. Well, with that damage, maybe not. Do we have a lock? Ooh. Oh, that swirl was not good.
Ooh.
Thanar at Kraken 1, Zabo at Astos. We got bosses everywhere. Okay, we're through Tier 2. That was scary, but we did it.
That was scary, but it could have been worse.
Yep, we'll have the full party going in. And let's see, this war mech is taking a lot of damage. Everyone is
As more
standing.
chickens tend to do.
We're pulling chaos at 5636, but it's not chaos, it's the Sahagan wagon.
And that's 14,000 XP.
Oh, you love it.
You love to see it.
I don't know about these lit twos. Oh well, maybe it's fine actually.
With the to clear out the Wiz Sahags, the Wiz Sahags, Red Sahags, I can see it. Especially because Nuke and Temper are on the same level. So you want your level 2 charges going to Temper.
Yeah, I thought there was another spell, but I guess they spent the Ice 3s on Kraken. Or most of them. They're still not using Fast First.
I can see it because I can see it just for clearing out, just for making sure all the trash is cleared out first.
Yeah,
now
that's
we got
fair.
fast.
Especially if you're using the defense anyway.
Ooh.
Oh no. Yeah, and we're out of life charges on that night, so it's whole day in prey. Oh.
That's it.
We can get back there though. That wasn't too bad. Josh taking a minute. Zabo is in Waterfall, about to pick up the chime. Hopefully either has the loot or remembers to go pick it up. All ready to carry 2. What happened to Josh? Was there like a second war mech?
Don't know. I didn't notice a second war mech.
I didn't either. This Tio wasn't too bad, so I think he'll be okay. Where is Sabo going? Did we not promote yet? Oh, we didn't promote yet. Okay.
We did not promote yet on Zabo's side. Zabo saved ice until almost last. Fabian saying that he has checked and cannot find the OG guide. Cannot find the OG guide, and says the Nintendo Power Guide did not point out where to land.
I actually just checked the OG guide because I happen to have a PDF of it open because I care a lot about Final Fantasy 1. And it doesn't say where to land either. It actually doesn't tell you how to do that quest. It ends at the airship, pretty much.
I vaguely remember something old school that I had that had that particular spot on the northwest of desert circled as this is where you have to land to get to the place, to get to Ordeals.
I'll have to dig around later. We got Tia 2 still not down yet for Mulhound. But we got
We've got Zabo heading into Sky.
And Josh is in Topher. So we got a race.
We got a race. Retro Indie Josh into Topher about 1 hour even.
Mulhound is a few fights ahead, but well, we already lost one run to Kraken and Kraken 2, so we'll see what happens.
I like taking this blue D.
Sky.
Okay, I like taking this blue D less now.
Yeah. They can be very big. Let's see, we got Nuke going out. We did save a Nuke charge this time. Still doesn't take out all the Wissahags, but perfect. Using the Thor hammer to finish off the Wissahags and Nuke, that's... I guess we are correcting. We went too far. We did not nuke hard enough, and now we are all nuke on the Krakens.
Damage poison.
Yeah, and the ribbon is not on the knight. Oh, not dealing a lot of damage without those tempers and fasts. Josh catching up already into Kraken 2, although down 2 party
Tia
members. Tia 2, thank you. Ooh, Nuke comes out, and that's just the ninja, and oh. Mulhound is down.
Oof.
Comes right back in. Tia 2 takes down the Black Wizard, and Josh just resets. Do we not have the Life 2 charges? Maybe we're out already?
I don't dislike that. I don't necessarily dislike that.
If we don't have the Life 2 charges, I think it's a good play.
We've got Life 2 charges, maybe?
We have Life 2 charges. I guess the big question is, do we have Life 2?
That may be the question.
Saving. Don't mind that either. You don't want to have to go and get that defense sword again and again. We got a Tia 1 on screen, a Kraken 2, and a Lich 2.
And Zabo, I think, is also just about at a Tia 1.
Getting close. If we're really lucky, we'll get another Warmech. Seen a fast a bit earlier here. Oh, the fast doesn't even get to go off before Tia 2 goes down. Carrot 2 has Zap. I don't know if we'd seen that yet. Doesn't hit anybody for Josh, though, so we are only one boss apart here.
This is very close.
We do have Life 2. We just saw it in the magic menu for that fighter.
We also have Thanar and Grandpa Zabo both on Tia 2. Or Tia 1, rather.
Yep, Thanar gets the orb.
Orb!
And is not heading directly to C. So might have gotten the water orb and we missed it, but is not heading directly to Toph either. I guess we'll see where Thanar goes. Josh has Kraken 2 down, is now slightly less than one boss fight behind.
Thanar going to put Life 2 on that night.
Oh, that is very reasonable.
Zabo picks up that air orb. Orb! Thinks through.
One life caster down for Josh.
Thanar does have all 4 orbs lit.
We got 3 players in Topher then. Awesome.
You might see that Bane sword come out and get. Yeah, that Bane sword's getting equipped on the red mage.
I don't mind it.
I like that. I like that idea. Retro Indie Josh catches up and passes. Puts
using
that fighter
healing
in
magic
front.
instead of healing potions. Oh, we're using healing potions now. Okay, so Mulhound's still first into the fight. Throw in a nuke, a Thorhammer nuke, and using the fast right away. I like that.
I like this nuke.
We are going to be through. We've got nuke going off for Josh as well, taking out all of the small ones, getting some chip damage onto those Krakens, and the fighter stands back up. We are just fighter attack triple nuking down there. I kind of like it.
I like putting the pedal to the floor.
Kraken has decided to also use nuke though, so that's a little bit of a challenge. Fighter life 2, bring the thief back, just in time for damage poison to take out the black mage. Mulhound is also down to thief and ninja.
That's a win for Retro Indie Josh. 107.48.
Oh, GG. Wow. Mulhound's still in the fight. Gonna life up the other life caster. Oh, those are some low HP totals. Kraken 1 is down. And we're healing up. Okay, you know what? I don't mind this. Heal up, just get... And we're through!
We're through! 108.18!
Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what's the wildest thing here? This is the largest difference so far between first and second place in a Duckling Derby race this year.
Yes, I had that exact same thought.
Oh, GG's to both of our runners who have finished. We've got Theanar in Topher as well. Mulhound and Retro Indie Josh, if either of you want to jump in, you can jump in the broadcast waiting room and we'll bring you in. If you need any help with that, send me a DM. We'll get it worked out.
Wow, these duckling classes are good. These duckling classes know what they're doing.
This is exciting.
I will give our we can put the GG Retro Indie Josh.
Thank you, GG's.
GG and welcome.
Oh man, that Bridge of Destiny.
How did you lose 2 party members? We were staring at an attempt on the Chaos equivalent and missed it. Was it a second Warmech?
There were 2 Warmechs on the bridge for me, yeah. I got a Warmech like 2 steps onto the bridge, and then encounter. I'm like, no more Warmech, please. And there he is, once again.
Oof. Alright, I'm going to bring Mulhound in as well. GG's to Mulhound joining us. Mulhound, you are muted if you are trying to talk.
Oh, what a lovely Topher. Good game, everyone, but that Topher is going to go down as a very... actually, that was a duck camp for me for learning how to deal with Saheg and spell management to make it all the way to the end and do it in the right order.
That is one of the things that this is all about, is figuring out how to do that spell management.
And I would say, I'm not sure, I don't stream up right now, but I was going to say, if anyone didn't promote, I feel like this would have been so much more difficult with the nuke being on the ninja and like 2 being on the warrior. So like, props if anyone did that without actually promoting.
Oh no, everyone on stream, everyone promoted.
Okay. I was gonna say it's like that. This was it was really good. Honestly, it felt really good up until Topher. Everything felt like it was placed well. I think the biggest jump scare, quote unquote, was going into Marsh thinking I'm going to be clever and pulling out the key and being like the floater's open. And I
Absolutely
think
the
that
same thing on that.
oh no, you had to because it was like you went in because you're like, okay, the canoe's got to be somewhere. This is weird. I can't get out of here. Although I kind of biffed and I forgot I had a ship. That's okay. But it was realizing that, jumping in and knowing you didn't do the double dip, which was really, really nice. And trying not to, like, there is no dock where the floater is, right? Because my brain has done so many
Right. There's
randomizers.
no
My,
Luffy
my
dock.
brain.
There was no
Okay,
Luffy
thank you.
dock.
Okay. I was actually on stream gonna go and do a drive-by just to make sure because I was like, wait, I don't have canoe. Wait, is that dock on? Wait. And I knew the Bahamut one was on, but I didn't know about the other one. And that was one of the most seed bleed moments I had because I was like, wait, oh, this is gonna be really annoying if this happens. But the hint teller telling to go to Bahamut to get the canoe gets MVP of the game.
Yes.
Absolutely, that guy, best person ever to set up for the rest of the routing. And yeah, honestly, it was really fun. How did it go for? I suppose did it end up going relatively well for Retro Indie? I didn't get to see how many times if Retro Indie had to do Topher a second time.
I mean, I did redive Topher. I'm glad I did. I didn't
Mm.
actually have to because I'd forgotten that my fighter had life too. But I don't think I
No.
would have made it with the spells I had left. I think I was smarter on the second trip, so it actually worked out.
Oh, second thoughts for spells, definitely realizing Nuke and Temper were on the same one. I was pretty generous with nukes for
Oh,
not realizing my it was so bad. Like so many things happened at once. I was like, oh man, I should have
Yeah.
known. And yeah, the wipe was nice to kind of get a reset and be like, okay, lock in what is the actual order, what is the actual minimum for each one of these bosses.
Rex, remember I said at the very beginning of the seed when we saw Nuke and Temper at the same level that could end up being an issue.
No, you called it. I was like, oh, it's gonna be fine. You've got multiple casters. It's not a big deal. And I do think there are ways to route it through, like Malhan just said, where it's fine. But you did have to be conscious of it here, especially because of needing the nukes on the Sahag and Wagon. So, worth being aware that that malice probably worse than I gave it credit for.
So I'll tell you one of the characters you missed out on. Black belt with plus 800 gold and plus 20% hit.
Did anyone find a tile? I didn't find a single tile worth staying at.
Rock goals. Rock goals on the
Oh,
Agma tile.
oh, I didn't go in there though. Well, I did actually walk and grab that chest. I just chose not to go up to the tile. No, okay, that makes sense. I chose a couple in the waterfall, but that makes sense if someone was able to run that a few times. I wanted to see the gas drags, really did. Tell you what, I really, really did, but.
Oh yeah, that'd be worth stopping and sitting on for
With nuke, or actually we had ice 3 too. It's just insta kill. Like you can run through that in like 3 seconds with ice 3.
Oh, Sabo just
Sabo
resetting
out of Topher, out of Kraken 2, and gonna head right back in. Is Zabo gonna check the chests and find that defense sword?
Not yet, at least. What is the knight wielding for Thanar? That was green.
Dragon sword?
Yeah, Dragon Sword +2.
That's a oh. This Kraken 2 is causing
This
some
Kraken
trouble.
2 is no joke. This Kraken 2 is like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is no joke. So apparently I chose, at least for tonight, exactly the right final boss.
There's a definite shift in the way you approach a final boss when you have to fight 6 mobs and 2 full-out bosses. I absolutely think so, yeah.
No, and this is
Yeah,
one of the worst
Warhammer.
ones.
Well, Thorhammer was a nice one to have at that point because I wanted the fighter to do the big damage, but honestly, the Thorhammer cleaned up most of it by the second turn. So even though it was -2, it had a little bit of a purpose at the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, even just using it for the Lit 2 casts.
Oh yeah.
Thanar onto Tia 2, got through Kraken, and does have the defense sword.
Ooh.
Ooh. Losing party members to Kraken 2 on Zaba's side.
Well,
We either
once again,
don't
Kraken
have
2
or...
punches a life caster.
Yeah. Oh, and Nuke just wiped the whole party practically for Thanar.
Ooh. I mean, this is a tough. This is absolutely a tough seed. This is absolutely a tough way to go. It was fine, as both of our runners said. It was perfectly fine up until Topher, and Topher became the great equalizer.
At least
And
for sure.
yeah, short Topher for sure. But with Orb XP being tracked with you getting it per orb, I should say, it seemed to be advantageous to kind of do them like earth, fire, and then doing water and then sky, so you can kind of slowly ramp up the amount of XP. And I'd drag my foot in both water and in sky to take a couple extra like levels, because I ran a seed of this and I ended up getting a Topher at 17, got wiped again. So it's like this one was a weird one because you could have probably got there a little earlier, but you got rewarded if you did take a little bit of time and take a couple more fights as you went. And I think that came out in a couple of I was there, like I did 3 runs inevitably, or 4, I think, dives into Topher, but I think definitely that came into it work
Just
because
I don't know how your Bridge of Destiny went, but my 2 Warmechs were a nice chunk of experience.
Oh, you hit 2! Oh my gosh, no, I got nothing. I got one encounter on the Bridge of Destiny, so no chicken. So yeah, I was definitely at a deficit for me because I was going in at level. I think I did all the Topher at level 20, and even then I was kind of scared. But it was like actually the last one that really checked that, because although you can get through a lot of them and maybe fudge it and play like a life 2 and then reset and be okay for the next one, the endurance needed for that last fight really made you have to get a little higher in levels so that you can make it. Although you might have thought you could have made it, but the katana and the Masamune rolling down meant that even was more pressure because you even less DPS to have a longer fight. So there's a lot of like weird factors that really made the single target damage make it very difficult in this seed. Now that I think about it.
So Thanar trying to cheeky Brackstrat on the Kraken 1 in the second.
No. Oh, I mean the Brack one for the first one.
Yeah, on the Kraken 1, the red one.
Yeah, no.
So Thanar has a problem here. Thanar doesn't have temper charges because Thanar never bought temper.
Oh.
And so this
That's,
damage just has not been good, unfortunately.
yeah. That's kind of a necessity at that point. Oh. And no power bunk to kind of like sort of back off of that and have a backup plan.
Yeah, and Thanar with the DNF.
Oh.
GG Thanar.
GG.
That was a frustrating. That was a frustrating Temple of Fiends revisited.
Yeah, I think sometimes that's just the right play. there isn't an obvious adjustment to make here other than going and grinding.
Yeah.
And you could go, if Thanar saw the rock golems, Thanar saw a couple other things, could go and just take those. Take your melee up to 30 and then you'll be fine. But if you already know that you're not placing where you want to, sometimes it's okay to just let it go.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes the right answer is to say, nope, can't keep bashing my head against this.
Yeah, ultimately, like we enjoy racing, we like being competitive, but the point of playing a game is to have fun, and if you're not going to have fun bashing your head into a wall, then don't do that. That's okay. There will be other seeds.
Yeah. There will be other weeks. There is another week next week.
Saba through Kraken 2 again with a full party. I mean, is there any other adjustment? Just thinking about like how you would play this if you were in this situation. Other than taking a grind, is there really an adjustment you could make?
Without
There really is.
spells, like unless you knew where the spell was that you didn't pick up already, but if you didn't pick it up, you didn't know it was there. But yeah, a spell could definitely have an impact, like a temper, a fast, or a nuke on, say, a promoted character. But I don't know anything outside of that because you wouldn't know offhand where something would be otherwise.
Yeah,
You were saying no
if there were-
temper. Oh man, that's a stop at Corneria, and you got temper right there, and you're fine. Or not Corneria, Provoca. Yeah, Provoca.
Yeah. Well, Saba's struggling too because bought that Harm 4 and didn't have room for Temper. Has Harm 4, Exit, and Nuke on the Red Mage.
Oh.
Yeah, made the mistake of that temper is not a or that Harm 4 is not a red mage. Red mage doesn't get any benefit out of it.
You can still use it on Undead, and if you go to the White Mage shop first, I can see saying, oh, you know what? I only have level 2 magic now. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that. But unfortunately, if he had waited and found the nuke, then he wouldn't have had to pick that up. It's the risk. You're always making the trade-off, right? You're like, I want to go fast. I don't want to have to come back to this magic shop. But in this case, did not pay off.
Yeah.
One HP.
That's all you need.
The frustration attack from the Black Wizard there. I love that. And we are through. Do we have any Life 2 charges left? If we do, then we get to take a very reasonable attempt here.
I don't know that we checked.
Not revived, so it looks like we might not. Yeah, I think you do have to throw the new. Oh no.
Oh.
Life 2 on the warrior?
No. Punch the life caster for 1,000 damage.
1,000 damage. Yeah, I don't know what you do about that. That's okay. We're gonna adjust. We're gonna go look some.
Is there a white shirt to give on that warrior?
The
not
white
even
shirt.
actually can't even wait for that.
There is a white shirt, but I don't
There's
know
a
where
white
I got
shirt.
it.
It was in the white shirt was in Ice Cave. It was in the 3-pack in Ice Cave.
And the defense, I forget if we saw the defense or not. I guess we're here to grind.
The defense was in Topher.
Yeah. Oh, did I misspeak there? Yeah, it's in Topher. But I don't
Yeah,
know
white
if
shirt and black
Zabo
shirt
has it.
were in the 3-pack. We're in the 3-pack above the drop down hole.
Right, they were
Unite.
next to each other. That was so funny. Gonna take the chimeras? I don't. Oh, it's red
No,
hydras.
our hydras.
I don't hate this. This is a
I
pretty
like
safe
it.
one. You can just take it.
That is not a bad
Here's
pick.
this game.
4 our hydras is solid.
Yeah, and like 2600 XP per character. That's not gonna send you to level 50, but this will get you some levels. I think this is a
This will get you
very
in the
solid
mid-20s.
adjustment. Yeah.
Yeah, this will get you mid-20s.
It'll get you mid-20s without it feeling interminable. I mean, I suppose you could take anything to 50, but like we'd be here all night if you took imps.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I don't have my breakpoints with blursings on Masa -1 memorized. But we can probably get to another hit on the fighter.
25 or 26. It's 25 or 26, I think. Because 24 is the unmodified.
Yeah, we have the +10 hit percent, but it's just a flat +10, so it probably is only worth a couple levels. Yeah, I don't know. You're probably right. I guess if you're taking the grind, you can just be attacking with the fighter and then see it. And when you see the extra hit, then you know you're good to go try again.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still on 4 hits with both the katana and the Maza.
Yeah, both of those rolling down was kind of rough too.
Yeah. Yeah, I blame the seed roller for that.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing.
Hey, I get blamed for Thursdays.
That's true. That's true. I tried to be nice. I was like, here, have nuke at level 2.
There's 5 hits on the Maza. I would still go for 5 on the katana as well.
I might. I don't know how long that's gonna take. Is the only thing.
Well, at this point, Zabo has seen that he is the only one left racing. He's the only one left running. So as long as he finishes, he's guaranteed second place.
Oh, that's true because of the bins.
Because of the bins.
Yeah, so maybe you take some time, like go
You'll
get yourself
almost
a snack.
run yourself out of spell charges.
Yeah.
You run yourself out of spell charges and
Yeah, don't forget that exit. Oh, we didn't have slots on the night yet. So this does enable a Life 2 cast if we remember to go buy it.
yes. And hopefully we do.
It's looking like
We
we
don't.
That's okay. We might get through, or if we don't, that's another adjustment that we could make. Unless we had bought it but didn't have the charges yet. That's also possible.
That is also a
missed
possibility.
that. During the
I actually kind of like using that lit free.
Yeah, save the nuke charges. I like that a lot.
Save the nuke and temper.
What is that red mage swinging?
Falchion +5, I think.
The OG,
That's
the
not so
first
bad.
weapon.
Yeah,
That's
you could. Oh, go ahead.
that is a solid weapon. That is a usable weapon.
Oh yeah,
I
I
might
know
use
for
the
sure, but
rune sword. Because the rune sword hits 3 out of the 4 fiends for critical damage. Or for weakness.
Yeah, yeah. That ruse.
oh,
Yeah, ruse.
that's true.
Ruse sword. The ruse sword gets
Carries
damage bonus.
carries the one that doesn't take it.
Kraken.
It's either carry or kraken.
Kraken. What?
Kraken.
Oh, that's odd. Okay. Okay.
Because Lich is a wizard, Carrie's considered a caster, and T is considered a caster.
All right. Today I learned.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't give a lot
usually
of
not
love
in
to
a great
rune.
place if you're thinking about using like a rune sword +2 in Topher, but it is, the bonus is worthwhile.
Hey, knowing what could work if something else is not there is half the game. So it's always a good
Yeah.
idea. Something you don't want to do, but it's definitely good to know that actually is viable.
Oof. Ouch. But at least it wasn't the life caster.
Wasn't the life caster, and we're through. It seems like this is going easier than the last time.
Did they get to level 25 or I didn't see what
23.
level they started at? 23.
With full health on everybody, still plenty of spell charges. Can probably afford to throw a nuke or two here, throw the temper. I would be throwing fast before temper, personally, on these. I don't actually, I haven't done the math, I suppose, but I think it's better.
Fast is just straight out ×2. Temper is less.
Yeah, unless you're doing a really small number of hits, I think fast is going to be more efficient to do first.
I do like the Lock 2 coming out, though.
I do too. That's a great adjustment. If you're not hitting your maximum number of hits, casting Lock is always a good idea. I'd throw the fast first, but after that, I like the Lock.
And Zabo is definitely not hitting his maximum number of hits on this Tia.
Nope. This is an evasive tangle of dragons. Ice 3 is... Oh, hits exactly even through the ribbon on the Black Mage. That's a shame. That's 2 hits even after a Lock 2 or 2? This is a very evasive Tiamat.
Yes, it is. Oof.
One of those few times Lock 2 actually comes in as a player, although you take it half the time and you never use it, so you kind of like stop taking it, and then you get one of these and you're like, oh, Lock 2 would be so good.
And Zabo decides,
Yeah.
Oh.
and there's nothing wrong with that decision. That is... This was a
No.
very, very challenging... This was a very, very challenging seed.
No, that... If you make the adjustment and that doesn't work, I think it's reasonable to just be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. So I guess let's start final thoughts. Final thoughts, Josh.
I'm actually kind of glad we didn't do black belt, because thinking about the Sahagan wagon, it's actually not the best thing to have.
Well, with the nukes in there with it, with the low level nukes, you use the nukes to clear out the trash and
That's
punch
fair.
the others.
Knowing my luck, we'd get level 8 nuke if we had black belt seed though. So, yeah, I'm glad I was blessed by Warmex, because I think that's literally what got me through it. So, yeah, good fun seed. Good game, everyone.
And Mulhound.
Kind of looking at this, it was like I said, everything was great until Topher happened. But what was nice is I think it was a really cool way of creatively looking at the same problem and trying to think of a different way to get through it and maybe get better with sort of menuing in the ways you think about those battles. So I think overall that was a really cool thing, despite it being challenging, and I'm happy it happened. So yeah, no, so definitely love for whoever made the seed, and a thank you to the crew, production, and the commentators for taking the time to speak on the game. So it was really appreciated. So appreciate all of the stuff you do for all these races.
Thank you. Rax.
Yeah, thank you. GG's to both of you and to all of our runners. This was a bit of a challenging one, but I'm glad that there were some things learned from it, and I'm excited to see how things go next week. It's still super exciting how close these have been. I do want to say thank you to Fabian Hawk on the restream and tracking, as well as Catnip Bumblefarts on the tracking, and of course DM Stewart joining me on comms. Thank you to RPG Limit Break for hosting us. It's always a pleasure. It's wonderful to get to share this game and the competitive scene we have with our community and the broader community of people who are into this kind of fun stuff. I hope that folks enjoyed it. I hope that you come join us again, and I'm really looking forward to next week.
Oh, so am I. So am I. I am looking forward to next week as well. I'm also looking forward to our final because it will be a throwback to not the winter tournament flags that will not die. It will be a throwback to some older winter tournament flags. One of my favorite flag sets. Thank you, all of our runners. Congratulations, Retro Indie Josh. Congratulations, Mulhound, on yet another incredibly close race. Thank you. Congratulations, GG's Theanar and Grandpa Zabo. Even though tonight wasn't your night, you still gave it everything you had. Thank you, Rax. Thank you, Theanar. Thank you, Thavion. Thank you, Catnip Bumblefarts. Thank you, RPG Limit Break. Look for the new Duckling Weekly on Monday. That'll be the finals flag set, and probably going to do that flag set 2 weeks in a row just for some extra practice. With that, on behalf of all of us here at Final Fantasy Randomizer and RPG Limit Break, on behalf of Rax, my fellow Duckling Don, the Duckling Donia, I have been DM Stewart 1981. Good night, everybody.